In the year 1795, the scientist Victor Frankenstein created a man from body parts and electricity. But Victor was horrified by the strange creature that came to life, so he wrapped him like a mummy and threw him into the river. The creature was strong enough to survive. He rose from the water filled with a desire for revenge. He returned to Victor's home and killed his wife, saying it was an eye for an eye. After that, the creature traveled to the far north because he was not affected by the cold. Victor tried to chase him down to get his own revenge, but the freezing weather killed him. Even though the creature hated Victor deeply, he decided to bury him in the family cemetery. While doing so, he heard a strange noise. When he turned around, he saw several demons staring at him. They wanted him to go with them, but he resisted. After a brief struggle, the creature was thrown into a tomb, and one of the demons grabbed him by the throat. Fighting desperately for his life, he grabbed a tombstone marked with a strange symbol and stabbed the demon with it, causing the demon to burst into flames. At that moment, a stone gargoyle statue looked toward the grave and opened its eyes, revealing that it was alive. Soon, all the statues began to move. The creature continued fighting the demons, but he could not last long and eventually passed out. One of the demons started kicking him in the face, but they did not kill him because they needed him alive for someone named Nibirius. Suddenly, the gargoyles arrived and began slaughtering the demons with holy weapons, turning them into fire one by one until none were left. Then the gargoyles, Ophir and Kez, took human form and examined the creature. They concluded that he was special because he survived the demon attack. Ophir also inspected Victor's unfinished grave and found his journal. Shortly after, the creature woke up chained to the floor in a strange room with Ophir and Kez nearby. Queen Leonore of the Gargoyles entered with her guardian Gideon. Gideon immediately demanded the creature's execution. The creature struggled against his chains, but Ophir and Kez restrained him with their blades. When they explained that the demons wanted him alive, Gideon saw that as even more reason to kill him. However, Leonore stopped him. She looked into the creature's eyes and sensed more humanity in him than monstrosity. She decided to name him Adam. Adam was finally freed and shown the cathedral. Leonore explained that he had been attacked by demons serving the Dark Prince Nibirius, and that the Order of the Gargoyles had been created by the Archangel Michael. Their sacred duty was to hunt demons and prevent them from destroying humanity. Leonore asked Adam to stay with them for his own safety, but he refused to take part in a war that was not his. To protect him, Ophir and Kez brought Adam to the armory. They explained that only blessed weapons could harm demons, such as holy water, crosses, and anything marked with the sacred symbol of their order. When a demon dies, its soul is sent to hell and trapped forever. Gargoyles, on the other hand, ascend when they die, and only a soulless being can kill them. After testing several weapons, Adam chose one that suited him and left the cathedral. Meanwhile, Leonore ordered Gideon to lock Victor's journal in the vault. Adam wandered the world for 100 years without aging. The demons kept hunting him, and he gained immense experience fighting them. He learned how to kill them quickly, set traps in advance, and even burn them without lifting a finger. Eventually, he realized that no matter where he went, the demons would always find him. There was no escape. So he returned to the city. He was shocked by how much it had changed, noticing modern lights everywhere. Determined to find the source of his troubles, Adam entered a nightclub and spotted a specific man sitting at a table. He followed him outside. In a dark alley, a demon hiding in the shadows suddenly attacked Adam. Adam reacted quickly, pinned the demon to the wall, and demanded to know where he could find Nibirius. A police officer suddenly appeared, and Adam used the demon as a shield. The demon broke free, shattered Adam's weapon, and killed the officer within seconds. 2 more demons appeared, but Adam eliminated them swiftly. The first demon tried to escape, and Adam chased him up a wall and onto a rooftop. Just as Adam was about to continue the pursuit, a gargoyle swooped down and carried him away. In a secret laboratory, scientists named Tara and Carl were conducting an experiment on a dead rat connected to a large machine. When activated, the rat began to twitch, and its heart rate spiked before it suffered cardiac arrest. The machine shut down after reaching its limit. Carl was thrilled that they managed to produce a heartbeat, even if only for a few seconds. The project's financier was watching, and it turned out to be Nibirius. The demon who fought Adam arrived and exaggerated the story, prompting Nibirius to strike him in anger. Outside, a demon observed a gargoyle carrying Adam into the cathedral through a window. The gargoyle returned to human form, revealing himself as Ophir. Other gargoyles emerged from the shadows, bound Adam's hands and feet, and suspended him in the air. Gideon placed a collar around his neck. Adam was tied to a chair, and Leonore reminded him that their war must remain hidden in the shadows. Gideon said the human officer died because of Adam's recklessness, and they agreed to keep him imprisoned. Adam angrily told Leonore she was no better than Nibirius, causing her face to shift into her true gargoyle form. Nibirius ordered his demons to bring Adam to him alive. They raced through the streets toward the cathedral. The gargoyles watched from above, and when the demons approached, a fierce battle erupted. The gargoyles cut the demons down mercilessly, turning them into flames. But it was only a distraction. Two demons hidden atop tall buildings moved toward the cathedral. Gargoyles began to fall, blue lights rising into the sky as their souls ascended. Gideon ordered Ophir and Kez to guard Adam, then forged a triple-bladed battle axe to fight the demons who breached the cathedral. The attack was brutal, but Gideon and the other gargoyles fought with incredible strength and skill, throwing demons out of windows and dividing their forces. Gideon leaped after them in his gargoyle form. Ophir and Kez protected Adam, who insisted on fighting as well. Reluctantly, Ophir handed him a weapon. As the door was about to collapse under the demon's assault, Adam smashed through it, and used it as a shield while charging into the enemy. Ophir and Kez followed, striking down any demon Adam missed. But Kez was struck from behind and paralyzed with pain. She watched as Ophir was killed. The clock struck midnight, and the bells rang. Gideon stood behind the cathedral watching the carnage. When he saw his people slaughtered, he roared and descended, cutting down every demon in his path. The demons fled, and the remaining gargoyles chased them in fury. Adam examined Kez's wound, but she refused help. She and Ophir had loved each other but could not be together because of the Order's laws. That would no longer matter in heaven. Adam watched as Kez ascended and reunited with Ophir on the other side. Then he tried to question the last surviving demon, while Leonore ordered her guards to assist the remaining fighters. Suddenly, a demon burst in through the window, struck Leonore, and kidnapped her. Adam realized the entire previous battle had only been a distraction to draw Gideon and the guards away, leaving Leonore unprotected. The gargoyles returned with a captured demon, and Adam started beating him to make him reveal Leonore's location. At first, the demon refused to talk, so Adam threatened to throw him into a fountain of holy water. Smoke began rising from the demon's body, and in desperation he confessed that Zuriel wanted Gideon to bring Adam and trade him for Leonore. After that, Adam killed the demon with holy water and left the cathedral. When Gideon returned and learned what had happened, he rushed to the vault, ignoring another gargoyle's warning that taking anything from it violated their laws. Gideon took Victor's journal and asked God for forgiveness. Soon after, he arrived at the building where Zuriel was hiding Leonore. Adam showed up as well, sneaking in unnoticed. The room quickly filled with demons. Gideon offered the journal in exchange for his queen, disregarding the Order's rules. The journal fell at Zuriel's feet. The moment Zuriel released Leonore to grab it, Gideon seized her and flew up through an opening in the ceiling. At that instant, Adam stepped forward ready to fight. Zuriel escaped with the journal, and the demons attacked Adam. The fight was easy for him. He killed them all within minutes, then chased after Zuriel, who entered another building and accessed the elevator using a keycard. Adam killed a nearby demon, took his keycard, and continued the pursuit. A short time later, Zuriel met with Nibirius and handed over the journal. Another scientist named Malachi was experimenting on a dead body, carving a demonic symbol into its forehead. After Zuriel and Nibirius left, Adam infiltrated the facility. He saw Malachi and then the room behind him, and was shocked to discover thousands of corpses inside capsules, waiting to be brought back to life. Naberius gave the journal to Carl and Tara, who began reading it. They learned that Victor had used electric eels to generate the power that created the creature. Considering the energy flowing through Adam's body, killing him would be extremely difficult. Adam continued sneaking through the building until he reached the surveillance room, where he saw Tara with the journal. He smashed the glass and dropped into the lab in front of her. The alarm blared, and startled, Tara handed him the journal. Guards rushed in, and Adam stepped back, but Naberius stopped them before they could approach. He asked Adam to join him in searching for answers. When Naberius tried to touch him, Adam grabbed his hand quickly, causing Naberius's eyes to flash. Zuriel immediately stepped in to defend his master, and Adam escaped by jumping out the window. His strength sent him crashing through the ground onto a moving train. He rolled across it, slipped through an opening, and held on to keep from falling. Adam sat down and began flipping through the journal. But when he read Victor's justifications for his experiments, and saw his own face described within, he grew deeply disturbed and slammed the journal shut in anger. At the same time, Naberius told Tara to go home and rest, assuming Adam would seek her out to help him understand the journal. His prediction was correct. Soon after, Adam began following Tara through the city. She eventually noticed someone trailing her and tried to hide, but Adam appeared behind her and covered her mouth, promising he would not hurt her. He let her go and asked her to come with him. She agreed. As they walked, he told her about the war between demons and gargoyles until they reached his hideout. When Adam kicked the door open, the noise alerted Zuriel. Adam explained that Naberius wanted to learn Victor's methods in order to create an army of powerful beings like him. Tara did not believe him at first, but Zuriel suddenly appeared in his demonic form and confirmed the story. A fierce battle broke out. Adam was thrown off a scaffold, and Zuriel jumped down after him, pressing his weapon against Adam's neck. Adam admitted he had seen the bodies and insisted they would never be able to control them. But Zuriel explained they would summon demon souls from hell to inhabit the corpses, which would be easy since the bodies had no souls, just like Adam. Zuriel grabbed the journal and declared that he no longer needed Adam alive because of it. Just before he could strike, Tara stepped in and pretended she needed Adam alive for the experiment to succeed. Zuriel was distracted by her explanation. Taking advantage of the moment, Adam pulled out a hidden knife and stabbed him. Zuriel burst into flames and vanished. The fire nearly reached the journal and consumed it, but Tara managed to grab it at the last second. After that, the two of them returned to Adam's hideout. Tara treated Adam's wounds and told him he would only be a monster if he chose to act like one. Adam then went to sleep to rest, and Tara took the opportunity to finish reading the journal. When he woke up, she told him she had read enough to recreate Victor's methods and wanted to fulfill Victor's promise to create a companion for Adam. At that moment, Carl called Tara's phone and arranged to meet her. Unfortunately, Carl was being watched by Naberius's guards, who overheard everything. Tara left and told Adam not to follow her, so he gave her his dagger. When she arrived at the meeting place, she realized Carl had been forced to set a trap for her. She tried to defend herself with the dagger, but a guard quickly grabbed her hand and took it away. Meanwhile, Adam went to the cathedral, where the gargoyles quickly captured him and brought him before Leonore. He told her about Naberius's plan involving the corpses and admitted that he now had someone he needed to protect. Leonore agreed to grant protection to both Adam and Tara. Adam left to search for her, but as soon as he was gone, Leonore ordered Gideon to follow Adam and kill him after retrieving the journal. While walking through an alley, Adam heard a strange noise and became cautious. He entered a building and grabbed a fire axe before moving forward. When he reached his lab and found Tara missing, he noticed something in a mirror, but Gideon suddenly struck him, sending him crashing through a wall. Gideon hit him again, knocking him out the door. Adam almost fell through an opening, but he used the axe to hold himself in place. Gideon tried to kick the axe away, and Adam fell, barely catching himself at the last second. As he climbed back up, he didn't see Gideon flying around the building before slamming into him. Gideon grabbed Adam by the throat and smashed him into wall after wall until the ceiling behind them collapsed. They eventually ended up outside. Gideon let go of Adam to grab the axe, but Adam caught him before he could land on a car. Gideon fell on top of him, then suddenly felt pain. He had been stabbed with his own weapon. Adam had believed Gideon had no soul, but when Gideon died, a blue light rose from him. When the gargoyles saw the light, they rushed to the scene, but all they found were Gideon's clothes, which they took back to Leonore. In the lab, Tara refused to help Nibirius, so he killed Carl to force her cooperation. With no other choice, she connected Carl to the machine and used the knowledge she gained from the journal to begin reviving him. Everything she did was copied by Malachi, who started resurrecting his own group of corpses. The percentages on the screens slowly increased, meaning the process would take time. At the same time, Adam found the knife Tara had left behind. In anger, he threw the journal into the fire. Then he went to the cathedral and raised his hand into the air so the gargoyles could see him. He walked away, deliberately provoking them so they would follow. Leonore and her warriors immediately went after him. When one gargoyle attacked, Adam struck him and slammed him into a car. On Leonore's command, more gargoyles took to the sky in pursuit. Adam led them straight to Nibirius's lab. When a gargoyle tried to attack him near the gate, Adam grabbed him and crashed him into it, exposing their presence to security. Demons poured out to fight, and Adam began burning them one by one. Leonore realized he had brought them there on purpose. When a guard tried to reach Adam, a gargoyle swooped down and carried him into the air, killing him. The other gargoyles joined the fight, slaughtering demons without mercy and turning the battle into a massacre. Leonore saw Malachi fleeing through a hidden entrance. Adam entered the lab and found Nibirius in his true demonic form. Tara tried to shut down the machine but couldn't. Nibirius grabbed her by the throat and threw her toward the electrical device. Adam caught her, but his body slammed into the machine and he was electrocuted. After enduring the pain, he collapsed to the ground. Meanwhile, Leonore and several gargoyles entered Malachi's lab and saw the corpses, with the screens showing the resurrection process had reached 40%. Nibirius grabbed Adam and said he knew Adam wanted a soul. He carved a demonic symbol onto Adam's forehead and began summoning souls from hell. In the hidden lab, the system showed 2%, and demonic souls started entering the corpses, which began screaming. Leonore ordered her warriors to destroy everything. They dismantled the machinery and destroyed the bodies. One soul fully entered a body at 100%, and its scream turned into a demon's roar, but Leonore killed it within seconds. Another demonic soul surged through all the bodies and rose upward until it reached Adam, who screamed as it circled him. Nibirius released him, welcoming him into the life of demons. But Adam looked up and wiped the symbol from his forehead. He was unaffected by possession, proving he had a soul. He grabbed a sharp object and cut into Nibirius's chest, carving the blessed gargoyle symbol onto him. Nibirius exploded into flames. The explosion began tearing the building apart. The gargoyles flew out, and Adam grabbed Tara's hand before she could fall. The fiery sphere, Nibirius's soul, descended, and Leonore immediately went after it. Outside, the gargoyles watched as the building sank into the ground. One of them flew closer and saw the fiery sphere return to hell. Moments later, Leonore emerged carrying Adam and Tara, with the warriors behind her. When they returned to the cathedral, Leonore told Adam he had found his higher purpose. After everything that happened, Adam decided to fight for humanity. From that moment on, he took his father's name, Frankenstein. And that was the end of our film. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.